Welcome to the deep sea expedition where Demolition worker explores the sunken remains of the legendary hospital ship HMHS Britannic today. This massive sister ship, the Titanic, lies at 120 meters deep beneath the turquoise Aegean Sea near Greece. The ship presents extreme dangers due to powerful surface currents and structural instability. Team deploys advanced pressurized robotic exosuits to transform human divers into agile mini-submarines capable of surviving such extreme pressure. These suits provide maximum protection, allowing our skilled operators to navigate the treacherous wreckage with precision and mechanical strength, like machines. The integrated hydraulic cutting tools mounted on the arms allow us to manipulate heavy debris and clear paths through the wreckage. Giant fishing nets entangle the upper decks, creating a deadly trap that prevents entry into the inner sanctum of this ship to slice through these heavy nets and clear the way for our survey robots. With the obstacles removed, the path is finally clear for our team to penetrate deep into the heart of this wreck. Survey robots move gracefully through the dark corridors, recording high-definition footage of the interior rooms lost for over 1 century. Where the ship once served the Royal Navy, providing care to soldiers during the Great War. Perfectly preserved 20th century microscope sits on a shelf waiting to tell its story from the era of medical history. The team meticulously recovers a massive brass navigation light that once guided this ship through the dark waters of the sea. Bringing this relic to the surface is a delicate process requiring expert handling to preserve its integrity after a long slumber. Personal items belonging to the British Red Cross staff emerge from the darkness, reminding us of the human cost of war. Now we move to the famous auction house, where these historical treasures are presented to collectors from all over the world. Stands center stage as bidders compete for this rare piece of maritime history with great financial interest. An incredible winning bid of $650,000 secures the artifact for a private collection of significant maritime history. Brings significant silver value, reflecting the immense historical importance of these salvaged royal items. Estimate the worth of these medical collections at $30,000 per set due to their rarity and historical provenance. Perfect combination of cutting-edge robotic technology and skilled demolition techniques has turned this wreck into a historical gold mine. Reveals the unique challenges of exploring the Britannic compared to its more famous sunken twin vessel. Entering the command bridge provides a haunting view of the ship controls, where officers once steered this massive steel giant home. Remains a testament of the early 20th century shipbuilders who constructed this vessel. Seeing the sheer scale of the wreck from above helps us appreciate the monumental effort required to explore this submerged giant. Our technical team analyzes sonar to map the structural integrity of the ship before sending divers into the deeper sections. Decades of corrosion have created unique patterns on the steel surfaces, making the ship look like a living piece of art. Maneuvering the exosuit through tight skills as the operator avoids sharp metal edges that could damage the suit. Silver spoon bearing the company crest is found resting in the sand, serving as a reminder of the luxury interior. The serene surface of the Aegean Sea hides a violent high and the silent graveyard of the mighty hospital ship Britannic. Planning every detail of the mission is crucial for the safety of our divers and the success of the historical recovery. Cutting through thick steel walls demands intense concentration as we carve our way into rooms that have been sealed for years. Cabin reveals personal artifacts, providing a glimpse into the daily life of those who served on board here. Findings like medicine bottles intact provides rare insight into the medical practices of the early 20th century era. We use specialized storage containers to ensure that these delicate medical instruments are safely transported to the surface without any damage. Careful chemical cleaning processes are essential to restore these items to their former glory while preserving their historical and material value. These recovered items are now displayed in museums with the tragic yet fascinating history of Britannic. The massive propellers at the stern are a sight showing the sheer power this vessel once possessed in motion. Our powerful lights pierce through the eternal darkness of the deep sea, revealing the vast wreckage field that spans the bottom. Clearing the nets is the most challenging part of the mission, as they are tightly woven around the ship deck structures. Looking through the thick glass of the exosuit helmet offers a unique perspective on the silent world of the deep ocean. The twisted steel plates tell the story of the explosion that ultimately sent this magnificent vessel to the bottom of sea. Advanced laser scanning technology allows us to create precise digital models of the shipwreck for future research and historical preservation efforts. This silver badge symbolizes of the brave men and women who served on this hospital ship during war. Protecting these artifacts during the ascent is vital, as the pressure change can affect the stability of the aged metal materials. Celebrates as the latest recovery mission proves successful, bringing more history to the surface for all of us here. Understanding the geography of the Aegean Sea is essential for predicting the currents that impact our diving operations at this site. Deep inside the ship, the long corridors stretch out into the darkness, creating an eerie atmosphere for our remote survey robots. The craftsmanship of the interior fixtures remains impressive, showing the high standards that were applied during the construction of this liner. Standing on the deck of the Britannic feels like stepping back in time to an era when this ship ruled the seas. The laboratory team meticulously documents every item found on the wreck to ensure that its history is preserved for future generations. The manufacturer's engraving on the microscope identifies its origin and provides clues about the medical equipment used during that specific era. Historians agree that the items recovered from the Britannic are of immense value, helping to fill gaps in our maritime knowledge. The auction results demonstrate the high demand for authentic maritime artifacts among collectors who value the story behind each unique piece. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding the final moments of this hospital ship and the lives of those on board, as our robot leaves the interior of the fragile state of the ship and the need for caution. The setting sun marks the end of another successful mission as we prepare to return home with our precious historical findings. The exosuit is carefully stored away after a demanding day of operations, ensuring it remains ready for the next difficult mission. Our ship slowly departs from the site, leaving the Britannic to rest in the quiet depths of the Aegean Sea once more. Demolition worker continues to exploration, bringing the secrets of the deep to the surface for you. We explore further into the storage holds where countless crates remain stacked just as they were left during the final voyage. The ornate chandelier still hangs from the ceiling, a silent witness to the illness that find the interior of this vessel. Structural monitoring is key to our safety as we navigate the weakening partitions of the ship to reach the hidden treasures. Collecting these badges is a respectful task as we honor the legacy of the medical staff who served on the Britannic. Navigating the complex maze of the ship interior requires precise control to avoid the debris that clutters the narrow passageways here. Monitoring the pressure is essential as we reach the deepest points of the wreckage, where every detail must be handled carefully. The size of the ship is truly overwhelming when you consider the depth and the environment in which it now rests. These surgical tools are remarkably well preserved despite the harsh conditions of the underwater environment that they have occupied for years. Measuring the dimensions of the navigation light helps us understand its specific function and placement on the bow of the ship. Our image enhancement software brings out thousands of photos that were previously hidden by the silt and the dark water. The beauty of the Aegean Sea belies the tragic history that lies beneath the surface in this serene and quiet location. The dining hall shows the suddenness of the events that caused the ship to sink, leaving everything in a state of chaos. Finding a piece of fine porcelain with the company crest reminds us of the luxury that once characterized this ocean liner. We through the heavy chains that have blocked the entrance to this cabin for decades to reveal its hidden secrets. These medical instruments are precious artifacts that offer a direct link to the humanitarian mission of the Britannic during the war. The engine room is a labyrinth of massive machinery that once powered this giant ship across the vast oceans of world. Observing the intricate gears provides insight into the mechanical engineering genius of the era that built such powerful and complex ships. Exiting the engine room, we continue our exploration of the ship to document every part of this incredible maritime historic wreck. Polishing these silver badges reveals the intricate designs and markings that were once worn with pride by the dedicated medical staff. Our analysis of the 3D model reveals new details about the ship's structure and the impact of the final tragic explosion. From above, the site appears as a massive shadow on the seabeds, a testament to the scale of this lost vessel today. The commemorative plaque allows us to preserve the identity of the ship for future research purposes. Safety is always our top priority as we prepare for the final dive to document the remaining sections of the ship. The engine order telegraph on the bridge is a significant piece of history that shows how the ship was once controlled. Standing on the deck in the silence of the deep, we feel the weight of history that this ship carries today. Placing this badge in its protective box is a final step in ensuring its safety as it travels to its museum. Maintaining our equipment is essential for the continued success of our deep-sea exploration missions and the safety of our team. As we head back to port, we reflect on the incredible journey and the history we have uncovered at this site. Demolition Worker remains committed to exploring the mysteries of the deep sea and sharing the history of these sunken shipwrecks. Each new area we explore brings us closer to a complete understanding of the Britannic and its tragic final moments today. This tool is a remarkable example of the medical technology that was available to the staff who served on the Britannic. See you Monday right here in 11 Labs' #1 hit music station, navigating the ship with your exosuit that provides an immersive experience that will help researchers study the layout of the ship's bridge in detail. These badges represent the various roles and responsibilities of the individuals who dedicated their lives to helping others on board Britannic. Discussions with our team members help us synthesize the data and plan our next steps for future missions to the site. As the sun sets over the Aegean, we are reminded of the beauty and the sorrow that this site holds forever. One hit music station, thank you for joining me right here on 11 Labs' #1 hit music station.